can't be. I keep my thoughts, keep my wishes, keep my secrets inside. You never stop, never notice, never look me in the eye. Can't tell how you do it so well. You look everywhere when I'm right there. Hey, it's gravity. You and me could be anything we wanna be. Just don't let it stay in the dreams. It has to be something bigger waiting to say. You'll take a chance on me, baby. Take a chance on me. I see those looks you're throwing at me. Now what's that smile supposed to mean? Can't let you be my everything, my everything. I keep my thoughts, keep my wishes, keep my secrets inside. You never stop, never notice, never look me in the eye. Can't tell how you do it so well. You look everywhere when I'm right there. Hey, it's gravity. You and me could be anything we wanna be. Just don't let it stay in the dreams. It has to be something bigger waiting to say. You'll take a chance on me, baby. Take a chance on me. Hey, it's gravity. You and me could be anything we wanna be. Just don't let it stay in the dreams. It has to be something bigger waiting to say. You'll take a chance on me, baby. Take a chance on me.
goes in and he steals the Baron.
Oh yeah.
Hello, and welcome to the Battle for Scotland 2024 Finals for Rocket League. I am Lecky Spec, and I'm joined by my lovely caster, Joe Too Cool. And we are going to be your eyes in the sky and the voices that are going to be joining you along this journey to crown Scotland's best collegiate Rocket League team. Joe, how are we doing today?
We are doing absolutely amazing. We are having a banger in front of us, hoping to get really interesting time in front of us. Finals, everything to play for. Hopefully, it is not going to be an easy match we're going to have, and just to enjoy this as much as we can.
Enjoy it as much as we can. You know, these players over the past few weeks have been putting in the time, the hours, and all of their efforts to get to where they are now. And only two teams remain. We have Glasgow Caledonian University versus Dundee and Angus College. It's the first time that Dundee and Angus College have made it as a team to a final, and they've clawed their way here today. They're going to be playing for that number one spot against a team that is quite familiar in the top two of Rocket League. Now, obviously, having a look at the bracket, we can go and see how our teams got to where they are, Joe.
Absolutely. You can absolutely see that Glasgow and Dundee both started up in the upper bracket, then meeting in semifinals. Glasgow eliminated Dundee. They went to the lower bracket, but managed to get their ways into the final. Now for the rematch, everything to play for.
Yep, everything to play for. It's definitely been a journey for both of these teams. Not an easy one whatsoever. Both these teams starting off in that top bracket, like you mentioned, and then they met on that 14th of November, the fateful day where GCU managed to beat Dundee and Angus College, send them to the lower bracket where they had to claw their way to this grand final spot. But they done it. They beat University of Edinburgh, and now they're back for that rematch. And what a rematch we have ahead of us. All of these players, we know them, we love them, and it is time to see who they are. Now, on the side of Dundee and Angus College, we have a team, a roster full of potential. It's an upcoming roster. However, let's go through some of the stats, Joe. You know, we have Subi, who is the team captain and RSC player for Brave Esports Challenger tier. He's quite known within the RSC sort of community. We have Kendo as well, RSC broadcaster, captain for Azteca Esports, and as well, this year is RSC champion for the Challenger tier. So quite a big name in Scottish esports for Rocket League. And that third final player, Kiers, the new pickup on the block. He took my spot from last year. I took my, you know, I went away. You know, I was a bit washed, but you know, this team, they're back and they're strong. Kiers is that third player that have managed to bring them here. Now, Joe, why don't we have a look at the side of GCU?
Glasgow Caledonian University, Mers as a captain. He was there last year when they were in the finals of Battle for Scotland. They did not manage to win, so he is out here looking for a revenge. Code is going to accompany him on that side, and with luck, that's going to complete this roster. They are here again, hoping that this time their luck will go into their favor and they will be able to win this.
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, they were second last year, and they were also second in battle for Glasgow 2024, where they faced off against the Glasgow Grizzlies. So second place it's far too familiar to GCU. They want to finally make 2024 the year that they close it out. They want that number one spot, but they have Dundee and Angus College, who are there to stop them in their tracks. A new team, like we mentioned, but the new kids on the block, do they stand a chance? We are going to find out, Joe. I was gonna say, do we in this best of 9? I'm so unbelievably biased. I think they can do it, but only time is going to tell, Joe.
That is absolutely true. The time will tell, but we are here to just have as much as interesting as it possibly can be. Me, I'm not really biased. I don't have a favorite in this matchup. I'm just hoping for the best series that we can get. Let it go to overtime. Let it be interesting. Let's have all that we can.
Yeah, exactly. I believe the players are getting into, the lobby. They are going to be ecstatic. They're just revving to get this started. Now, first game jitters. This first game is going to set the tone for the whole of this best of 9. It's going to be about what one of these teams can get that first game jitters, get them under control as quickly as possible. You are in the grand finals. You've already secured that money prize. Can you make it more, and can you gain that title of Scotland's best? Only time is going to tell. Just get those first game jitters, get them under control, and just, have fun.
Absolutely. Mers, I don't think that he would want that to happen for the second time in a row, to be just claiming that second spot when you know that you can be the best. But he also is not playing with the same roster.
Yep, he is not playing with the same roster whatsoever. And as time ticks down, we are in the first game of the grand finals of Battle for Scotland 2024. A quick start for GCU, as that is going to hit off of the post from Mers. Their code, able to send it onto the backboard as well, but Subi is going to clear that away. GCU with a strong start. Dundee and Angus, they need to put up a strong defense.
That's absolutely true, but now the ball is just in front of Dundee's, but they are able to clear it. Sabi just taking that ball off the wall, trying to go for it. Kendall being able to clear, Hers pushing it to the side, trying to clear that, but Sabi is taking the ball. Sabi is going with it. Is he going to be able to score? Not. It is going to be a little bit off of the side, but Mers with the quick going there. Code is trying to shoot, but no, Sabi is there to defend.
It should be there to defend. A good chance for Dundee and Angus College now to turn this into a counter-attack, but the ball is going to hit off of the roof into the hands of that orange half. Kendall, 100 boost, picks it up and meets Code in the middle. Can't quite get touch on the ball. Subi with no boost has to do something quick. Passes it over to Kears, who sends a long shot into the back of that Glasgow Caledonian net, and that is going to be the first goal of the game, Joe. An absolute belter of a shot from Kears there, just sends that ball flying bottom left corner, and Dundee and Angus, they take the first goal of this final.
This is going to be a great series. We can already see Dundee now with a little bit more confidence, but Luke is trying to respond here quickly, but he will not be able to as Sabi is just there. Kerrs now on the push. He get one out of the way, and he is able to make it 2-0 already after a minute and 20 seconds.
Kears, another one on the board for him there. I thought he missed the open goal, but the jitters are not going to get to him today. 2 goals off of the bat, and there's 3 minutes 40 on the clock still, Joe. There's so much time, but Glasgow Caledonian, they have that time to work with as well to gain those goals back, and it looks like that might be the case here. Moise Murray pushes up. He can't quite do anything with it. Code looking to keep that aggression and the possession on the half of Glasgow Caledonian. Nothing's going to come of it quite yet, but Mers is still there, keeping that possession strong in that orange corner. Code as well is going to join him, and looking to get a touch on this ball past Kears, but Kears, that man, the defense, turns to offense, tries to go over Code, can't quite get it, and it's not going to result in a goal as of yet. 3 minutes on the clock, Joe.
Zabi now with that push, he could be able to pass that, but Moist will be able to clear that. Merz just managed to get there in time. Now they are trying to get that counter attack, but the ball is gonna go towards Sabi. Sabi trying to shoot, but that is going to be a little bit too wide. Code now with the ball, but Kurz, they are extremely pushing, and there's Kendo. Kendo making it 3-0. This is looking amazing, Spec.
It's Kenzo, the man, the myth, the legend, the RFC champion of 2024, shows what he's made of with his first goal of the finals. Dundee and Angus are 3-0 up. In this first game, Glasgow Caledonian, there's a lot they have to do, especially with that one being on net as well. Merz with that save, just by the skin of his teeth, keeps another goal out by Dundee and Angus, but it is going to be flung straight back across over to that blue half. The aggression is still there from DNA. They're keeping it up strong. They're keeping GCU on their toes. Luke has to do something. He can, and Kurz with the hat trick of the first game. What a play from this man. This man is not slowing down, and in fact he is just getting started.
Absolutely, they are not letting them breathe. No, you are not allowing them to do anything. You are on every ball. Kendo now with the push immediately, but Luke is trying to clear that. It's not going the best for him. Kurz is trying to pass it towards Sabi, but Sabi just refused to go for that. He didn't have the boost. He couldn't go for it, but now Code with that aerial code is going to make it one. Now getting that one on the board, he's going to feel a little bit better about this game. There's still 2 minutes left, everything to play for. Maybe we can get some comeback, but time will tell.
Yeah, only 1 minute 59 to get that comeback, but GCU, they have their first goal. Now is that the momentum they need to bring this to an equalizer? Well, Subi with the pass down to Moise Murray has to do something there, gets another touch on that ball. But again, there's a pass out into the middle. Our DNA may be a little bit flustered. Are they going to lose their grip of this game? Does not look like it so far, but that ball is going ever so slightly too close to that blue net. I would be scared if I were GCU. Keep that as far away from my net as possible, and instead bring it into the orange half, which is what they are doing beautifully. Code sets that up, but Cares is there like a wall, met by Kendall as well. Merz puts one onto the net, so if you can't get it, such, it's down to Luke, and GCU scored yet another one. Moise Murray and Luke with a perfect passing play combo. Moise onto the backboard, so he can't quite make a touch, but Luke can, and that's going to find itself in that orange net.
Absolutely great team play from there. They started going off from all the way behind. You don't want to have the ball there, but they managed to execute that perfectly. Now Merz is trying to push, but that is not going to work the best. He managed to take that boost off of the orange corner. He's going to be happy with that. Luke is trying to challenge Kurz, but it's not going to work the best. Kurz still with the ball, and there we... Oh no, that was a save. That was almost what Dundee was looking for, but there was just defend there at the perfect time.
Yep, defended at the perfect time, but now they need to defend against Kenzo. He's going to send that hurling towards that blue net. They do still deal with that threat at the moment, but Code sends it over to Moise Murray, gets a touch to the backboard. Kendall has to get a touch. Good, he does, followed by Subi. Not a lot of boost, neither does Cares, but he's going to pick up the 100. He has plenty to face off against Code. Gets the bump. Kendall looking for the pass to Cares, can't quite find it, and instead Code is going to find the ball up in the air in front of that orange net. Subi with the block, sends it down in front of that net, but with 10 seconds left, can Luke get this on target? He just misses ever so narrowly. 5 seconds ticking, and the first game looks like it's going to be in the favor of Dundee and Angus.
You have to love it. They entered here with all the confidence that they could have, and that's what they looked for. They looked for quick goals. They managed to do exactly just that and not slip up and lose this. After being up 2-0, they managed to execute it perfectly, conceding 2 times, but they kept their heads really clear and they knew what they needed to do.
Exactly that, Joe. You put that perfectly. You hit the nail on the head. DNA, they knew exactly what they needed to do, and even conceding 2 goals, they knew that they could not let the game falter. They knew that they had to just compose themselves that every little bit. You had 2 goals ahead. You just need to be blocking out the rest. And that's exactly what Dundee and Angus did. A brilliant start for them in this best of 9. Now, if I'm GCU, what am I thinking? What do I need to do? I think the first game jitters definitely got the better of GCU. You saw Murs and Luke doing a lot of passing plays. Those were the 2 main players that I saw there. You just need to bring in that third man. Code, he needs to be, more involved in the plays. As soon as he's more involved, it's going to be an even game between these 2 teams.
That is absolutely correct, but also one thing that they were doing quite a lot, which backfired, was going towards their own net, trying to make a play from behind. That's how we saw Kerr score. He just went for it, didn't see him coming, and he managed to get that. So we're hoping that this kid, okay, we already have some action. It's going to be right in front of their goal, but no one is there to finish it off. Code there with the clear, and with the demo, Sabi is just demoing there to be able to get back and not let them push with 3 men standing.
Almost a goal off the start for Dundee and Angus College, but we are still scoreless. That is probably a good thing for GCU to keep their composure for now, but DNA, they're trying to put all that aggression on that blue net. No one is in the middle, but instead it's going to be met by Murs into the hands of Kers, who's going to send that ball flying towards It's Kenzo. Gets a touch, can't quite get that 100 boost. Instead, we'll get the bump on to Luke. The demos are going off. This is such a demo-heavy game. Subi looks for the shot, can't quite find it. Neither can Kendall. 1 man back in goal. Kers needs to make a touch here. He does. He's demoed. That almost works his way into the back of the net, but Kendall will keep it alive for now.
That was magnificent. I personally thought that was going to go in, but they managed to stay alive there. They managed to get that ball out of there. Now they're trying to go for the blue net. Subi trying to make a pass there, but no one was there to try to go for it. It was a little bit too close to the net for Dundee's liking. They couldn't make a play. Murs now with that failed 50, and that is going to be 1-0 for Subi. He got that perfectly. Murs just missing that ball was extremely bad from him. Subi, they are getting their confidence. They entered the same way they entered the first game, and they are looking extremely well right now.
With that first goal for Dundee and Angus College, it's looking good, but Luke has his eyes on that goal, has his eyes onto Code, and immediately they're able to give us the equaliser. Luke with the shot over to the backboard. Code reads that well. Kendall can't quite read that coming from that 100 boost, and that is the equaliser. GCU, they're not completely out yet. 3 minutes 25 on the clock. Now, one thing that I am noticing a lot, Joe, GCU, their kickoffs seem to be going a little bit better than Dundee and Angus College. Maybe that's what's giving them, that upper hand. But DNA, they're still, they're still going strong. They're still attacking incredibly, powerful. Those shots are just coming at that corner, just consistently. It's now just about getting the ball out of the corner, getting it into the back of that net.
Absolutely, as you said, the kickoffs, they do look to work better for Glasgow. They just managed to have 3 players pushing. But Subi now with the ball. Subi, he is going to score the second one of this match. Both goals by him. He found that angle perfectly. Murs couldn't even be there. He was right in front of the ball, but couldn't get the jump on there. He couldn't stop that ball. Will Glasgow get the better? They will get better kickoff again. They know exactly what they need to do to get that. They are trying to outsmart Dundee and Angus with these kickoffs, trying to push them with 3 men right there, while Dundee is just trying to rotate, and it was a little bit problematic there in front of Dundee's goal, but they managed to execute it perfectly, bringing the ball to the blue side, but not being able to convert that. Now the Kers with that save. That is going to feel great for Dundee and Angus.
Yeah, but the double commit in front of that orange net almost led to the GCU goal. Luckily for Dundee and Angus, they can hold their head high for now, especially since they have that 1 goal deficit. They have the lead, but a minute 50 still remain on the clock. GCU, they're looking at the orange net with just pure intent. They want that ball sunk back into that net. Kendall met with Murs with that 50 in front of the net. Can't really do anything there. Subi has to get a touch, which he does. That save is going to keep the ball out of the net. Subi tries to convert this into an attacking opportunity for Dundee and Angus. Not going to be able to. He is quite low on boost, but Kendall isn't. He's up in the air, finds the ball, can't quite find it again. Instead looks for that demo. Subi looking for the pass out to Kiers. That's going to go right in front of the blue net. No one there from DNA to finish it as of yet. But they're still looking fine. The ball is still kind of sitting about this mid area. Neither team are really looking like they're going to have the opportunity to sink it. Murs, not a lot of boost to work with. And Kiers misses that, but it's fine. GCU weren't prepared.
They were not prepared at all. That was an open net right there. Just they didn't think that anyone would miss from DNA, and that's what screwed them up. Sabi now misses the ball, but Kendo is there to fix that. Kendo and Kurz, they are both committing towards there. Kendo now trying to touch, but he has no boost. He could have gone for that, but with no boost, it was just extremely hard. Now Kurz is trying to pass that ball towards the center, so we will take it, but it's going to be deflected towards the blue corner, but now off of the wall, trying to score that Kendo, but Look is just there to defend, to send it out, trying to push now, but Code is just not being able to. The ball is still hanging right in front of Blue's net, and that's going to be scored. That's going to be an own goal, going to be 3-1 for DNA with 10 seconds on the clock.
10 seconds on the clock, Joe. All Luke had to do is keep that ball out, and there could have been the smallest chance of a comeback, of that equalizer in overtime. But now we need a miracle. GCU, they need one off of the bat. 5 seconds left on the clock. It does not look like that is going to be the case, and the ball is going to find itself hurling towards the floor. And Dundee and Angus, they're going to take game number 2, 3-1. What an incredible match we've just seen, Joe.
No, absolutely. It started off pretty calm. They were trying to push on both sides, couldn't get it. After a minute and a half, Sabi managed to score, but Code just executed perfectly. I responded really quickly. It looked like it's going to be like really tough, but then with their little hope, they just managed to concede. They didn't. Code was trying to just clear it off, but the angle that he was trying to clear it off was not possible. It went straight in, not even bouncing off of anywhere. It's very unfortunate for GCU. They need to keep their head clear now. They need to find a solution on how to go against DNA. They have to find something, because if you go 3-0, Dundee is going to be looking very, very happy with that. The confidence is already there. They are knowing what to do, and they are not here to lose.
Exactly. The confidence is going to be soaring through Dundee and Angus at the minute. They've not quite won it yet, but 2 games up already. You can kind of sit back and get that a little bit more comfortable. You are in the grand final, so maybe don't get too comfy, but you can, have that peace of mind heading into game number 3, where Dundee and Angus find themselves 2-0 up against Glasgow Caledonian, the team that sent them from the top bracket into the lower bracket, where they had to fight their way back against University of Edinburgh to get to the grand final. And they are running circles around GCU at the minute. Can GCU do anything, or are DNA going to have a clean sweep? Subi sends that ball out over to that blue net. Can't quite find anyone from his team, but Kers looking to send that high. Luke is already up though, so is Murs. Looks to plant that into the orange net. Cannot quite do that yet, as Subi and Kers, the defense from them is there.
Absolutely, there is really good defense from their side. Seems like DNA is just out here looking for that revenge, and slowly they are getting it playing much better. Okay, Kando had to defend, had to commit for that. Look steals that boost right in front of him. Now Code is going to push it all the way out. Mers trying to score that, but Kendo is just there to defend. Kendo not letting anything go in, but now he's pushing and he's scoring. He getting that double tap off of the post and scoring to make it 1-0 after minute and 7 seconds.
So with a double tap onto the net for the first goal of Dundee and Angus College of game number 3. What a way to kick it off. GCU looking like they have a lot more possession though, and they're looking like they're coming together more as a team. I'm seeing Code and Luke, play a lot more vital roles on this field. But now it's just about getting that team synergy down to a T, and Dundee and Angus look like they have that all sorted. The team synergy is more or less there, but what is there is a Rule 1 on the Battle for Scotland finals. We have Kers and Mers locked in a Rule 1. Neither of these players are going to break that, but Code is going to break us off with the first goal for GCU.
Kers knew that he can't abandon Rule 1. That is a sacred rule, and even in grand finals you have to respect it, and that's exactly what he did, even though it costed them a goal. Now Kendo is looking for that push, but Mers again. GCU getting much better kickoffs throughout this game as well as the last game. They know exactly how to do, but that is going to be a little bit wide. But Kendo now with that shot, he's not going to be fine. Anything, Kers pushing, but not good enough because someone is just there to stop him. Subby trying to just push Mers out of the way, but Mers still gets the ball going. He's going now towards orange net, but not being able to do much with it. Kers now on the push. He can't follow that up. He doesn't have boost. Code now trying to go off the wall, trying to push that ball away. That is going to be missed by Subby, and Look tried to push but didn't work the best. Kendo pushing it to the side, but Mers is gonna take that ball.
Kendo pushing to the side, was looking to maybe rotate background onto that one. Instead, it falls in the hands of Mers and GCU, who look strongly at this orange goal. Kendo, plenty of boost. He is going to get the demo onto Code and send that ball flying high in the midfield for Subi, who sends it towards that blue net. The double commit from Code there. But, it's still going to get the ball out of that net. Kendo tries to save Subi with the save of his life. Kendo has to do something about it as well. That just keeps the ball out by the skin of their teeth. Dundee and Angus, the defense is up, and it is like a wall. GCU are trying everything to get through, but Subi and Dundee and Angus are getting through the GCU defense pretty easily. I mean, look at the absolute synergy from these teams. Kers over to Subi. He knew that Subi was going to be in front of that net, and he was. They convert so easily from defense to offense, and it's just so beautiful to look at. But what is even more beautiful is the GCU kickoff and the equalizer, Joe.
Absolutely. Code just did the Code redemption. As Dundee scored, he was the one to miss the ball, and now off of the kickoff he's managed to get that score equal again. Absolutely beautiful from him. It didn't get to him. That miss right in front of his net didn't get to him, so he was able to respond pretty quickly. Think that his confidence will spike a little bit up and not go down. He's not gonna surrender. Kendo now right in front of that goal, but Mers is being able to clear it up just for a second there as Silby's trying to push that even more. Code off of the wall, trying to clear that. Oh, if Look was just a second late, that could have been lethal. Look now, pass it down to Mers.
It wasn't lethal, Joe. We're good.
Oh my god. Kendo, what are you doing right now? That shot was beautiful. Kers started going with it off of the wall. They tried to pinch it, didn't work because Kendo was just a little bit faster, but Kendo managed to score that, so there won't be hard feelings on that one.
Oh, what a beautiful goal. But now GCU, this is where they shine on kickoff. Can they convert this into a quick equalizer with a minute left on the clock? Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Dundee and Angus have had a better kickoff here, but look, as Boost instead is just gonna leave the ball in the air for one of his other teammates to get to. But Subi is the man on the end of that ball, followed by Kendo. Can't quite actually get a touch on it because Code doesn't get one either. 40 seconds remain, and Dundee and Angus are still in the lead. But all GCU need is that golden goal to send us to overtime. Kendo, he's up. He can't quite get it, a little bit too fast to that ball. The ball's going to be sent over. Subi needs a touch. He doesn't get one. Is Kerr's going to be back for it? He is, and with 20 seconds left, anything is possible.
Anything is possible, and that's what we just got. 22 seconds left to be played, and GCU managed to score. Look, just found that, trying to deflect that shot, but it went into upper corner of DNA's goal. Now it's 3-3, and they have... Okay, now we're seeing DNA getting that better kickoff, but it's not going to work wonders for them as they concede again. 6 seconds later, Code took that ball. He had the boost. He was just going for it. A little bit of misunderstanding between Curse and Kendo. Hopefully not going to get them through and just to fall here. But look, is now on the push. They are trying to just get this match to just get a little 1 point on the series, and that's what they are going to get.
GCU, yep, you know, that's right. They are going to bring us to their first match of the game, and what a close call that was, Joe. DNA, they kind of came out swinging there, and they just kind of lost it all within the last couple of seconds. I mean, look at some of these shots here. Kenzo, definitely one of the star players of this game. You got to give respect to that Rule 1 as well in the grand final bout for Scotland. Rule 1, you got to respect it. But what you have to respect is that GCU have found their momentum. They finally have a match on the board. Is this going to be a turning point for GCU? Only time is going to tell.
Time is going to tell, that is right. What they need to improve, the GCU, there were many times where two players tried to go for the ball, tried to commit to it, and it almost backfired every single time. They need to work on that. The communication is key. They managed to get through right now with this third match, but if they continue that way, it won't be looking good for them.
Yeah, exactly. Get that communication down to a T. Get the team synergy down to a T, and you're good. But now that GCU have one on the board, this could be the turning point. This is the momentum for GCU. Are they going to convert it into an equalizer in this best of 9? We are about to find out as we head into game number 4, Joe, of this grand final. And what a grand final that it has been so far, as these players put absolutely everything into this final, and almost a kickoff for GCU straight off of the bat. Joe, take it away.
Absolutely beautiful. We are seeing the push on both sides. Everyone just playing their A game right now. They know that there are no mistakes. You can't let neither of teams just score an easy goals. Look, he's just trying to get that ball. He's trying to get the 50 did not work the best for him. Now Code is needing to take it away, going into the air, but no, Curse just right there in the right time, trying to assist there. That is going to be a little wide off even for Kendo. Sabi now taking the ball. Is someone there to finish? Absolutely not. They tried to rotate for the boost, and that's what didn't work the best for them. But Curse now with a shot that is not going to go in. That was just so lucky from GCU. Mers almost hit it there. He almost scored an own goal, but he was like, I need to stop right now, otherwise it's going to go bad for my team. That communication there seemed pretty good because they stopped and they knew how to clear that without actually conceding. And Code now with that redirect from Mers is going to take it one on the board. Look, sent it towards Mers. Mers off of the wall, and Code just going in with it. 1-0 for GCU.
What's a lovely opener for GCU. That pass there over to Code slots its way into the Dundee and Angus goal, and now maybe another one as well. Moise Murray's just going to send that all the way. Kendo, I don't know if he was moving. I don't know if he maybe had...
He was not.
Yeah, it doesn't know. maybe there's technical issues. No one knows. What we do know is that Code has brought us to in this series, Kendall, he looks like he's not back. Oh, maybe we are going to have a timeout here. Maybe there's going to be some form of technicality. But we're playing it on for now. There we go. Yeah, Gendo, he is back and he is ready to put more on the board. 2-0 for GCU. Dundee and Angus, they have to claw back. Now, there's still plenty of time to do so. 3 minutes on the clock. But you need all three players here. Kendo is back and he's ready to play. Now, here's the ball is going to find itself flying high over him and into the goal of GCU. Or Dundee and Angus, rather. GCU are going to find a third of this game. And it looks like they're going to bring us to that match equalizer.
Absolutely true. GCU got their confidence from that last game. They are putting on a show right now, scoring 3 rather quickly. In 2 minutes, they managed to score 3 times. This is going to almost be 4. No, Sabi will be there to defend that. He was 1v2 there, and he still managed to play it perfectly to not let them score. But they are playing 3v2 right now. Kendo did this.
Kendo has disconnected. I wonder if that's gonna, be called as a technicality. It should be a technicality. Maybe connection issues on behalf of Dundee and Angus College. But I mean, whilst we wait, this has been quite a final, Joe. These players, they're just having fun with it. I wonder if we're gonna have a tax timeout called or some form of technicality issued for Dundee and Angus. I know that Kendall was having some issues with, I wonder if it was like controller connection or something. We don't know. There's issues there, but I think we may need to replay this map since there was that many, issues ongoing. But Kiers is just gonna have fun with it. We're gonna have fun. Kiers, let's see. Double tap. Oh, what an angle. That is beautiful. That finds itself over Moist Murray, over Mars, and I think we're having a map replay, Joe.
Absolutely, yeah, no, because as we saw there with Kendo, he was trying to move, he just couldn't. That's why they conceded the second goal, and then by the third goal, he was already gone, I think. So it was just okay. So what do we do right now? Hopefully, we're going to get that map replay, because don't think that because of that technical issues or connectivity, we're not sure as of right now, but don't think it would be fair towards Dundee and Angus, considering that this is a grand final we are talking about.
Yeah, I mean, considering it's a grand final, I would suggest that we have a replay. But apparently from the side of production, DNA said that they want to play it out, so I don't know if they're gonna take the replay or not. Bit of a weird one. I'd be taking the replay if I was in the hands of DNA, if I was back on the squad. But hey, I'm not there on the field, so maybe they just want to play this one out. 4-1 on the field as it stands. It is currently a 3 versus 2. So GCU, they can sit and have this one comfortably. That is their match equalizer. I don't know if we are getting a replay. It only seems, to make sense if we do, but maybe with Zubi actually scoring a goal like that, all that Dundee and Angus need are 2 goals and they're into overtime, so I don't know.
It would be pretty interesting if they just manage to get the overtime, knowing that they are playing with 1 less player. That would be absolutely, I think, one of the best highlights of this finals. But Mers is going to try. They are going to keep pushing. They know that there's 40 seconds left, but being 2 goals up doesn't mean anything, and they are going. Mers is going to be there to score the 5th one, actually. I'm sorry. 5th one, and they are looking to just close off the game while they are knowing, because they don't really know what is going to happen to this map. Are they going to replay? Are they going to just keep? Is DNA that confident in themselves that they're going to let GCU have? Oh my curse! With that, he is looking very confident. So even if they they play it out. Even if they say no, we can keep going, they seem to still have that confidence from the start to just continue going this way, and they are bringing a banger series right in front of us.
Yeah, I mean 5-3, and you don't even have, your full squad is still something to be proud about. 20 seconds left on the clock. Are we going to see GCU slot another one into that orange net? We might. Kers has no boost to work with. 10 seconds left. Subi sends it over. Look, sends it to the hands of Code, but nothing that DNA can do. So now all that we have to do is wonder, are we getting a map replay?
That is going to be interesting. We are still waiting for the confirmation, so we are just going to go over the highlights. There were many goals. They were really beautiful shots today. Like, this match has brought some really nice angles and some really good goals. It's going to be interesting if they continue to play out, and if they somehow manage to lose, if they end the series with losing just because of that round, they are not going to forgive themselves for not replaying the map.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, if they end up losing the final and they didn't take the map replay, I would be really, really distraught over that. So, I mean, only time is going to tell. Are we going to go into a map replay? We don't know. But, there was a couple of nice goals there, obviously, before that it became a 3 versus 2. And then we just kind of had a nice little, montage for, like, Kers, scoring those double taps with nasty angles. I mean, no need for it, but, you got a style, got to get some clips for the reel. But, Joe, we are going to head to a short break whilst we figure out, is this a match replay or is it not? We're going to head to a short break, so don't go anywhere because we have even more high-intensity Rocket League games between these two teams. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few.
Yeah. I can never die, got a lit spirit. Billy on my mind, at 9 digits. Cheated one easy, now we no limit. Bitch, I did the time, this is not a gimmick. Clocked in 10,000 hours, peaking Super Saiyan power. Making dough in my tower, kitchen got a lot of flour. Just got out my cold shower, pack a big bowl of sour. Smoke my own brand of flour, look down and wave to all the doubters. Hello, bitch. If you think you got advice for me, keep it to yourself. These bitches all think they so tight with me. Shit. Please tell me what you did, and I'm not talking about 500K likes on your pic, bitch. Y'all stay stressed about exterior. Hot girl, but her brain's inferior. Whoa, bitch, and my heart superior. Flow sick, iller than bacteria. Serious. I kill it, that's on period, and I'm doing it prettier. Really though, y'all stay silly though. I can never die, got a lit spirit. Billy on my mind, at 9 digits. Cheated one easy, now we no limit. Bitch, I did the time, this is not a gimmick. If Zach is on the track, you know I'ma kill it. See me in my swag, they gon' try to steal it. Make 100 bands when I write a lyric. Love to all my fans, shout out to my critics. Yeah. Gotta screw loose, but my circle tight. Don't let the gram fool you. You can always take your time. You could be a new you, baby, if you work your light. Let's practice some voodoo under the new moon tonight. I was just a little girl growing up in Taipei. Now we selling out the world. 小姐请你排队 We about to feast 现在只是开胃 I can never die 灵魂永不衰败 Got a lit spirit Billy on my mind at 9 digits Cheated one easy now we no limit Bitch I did the time this is not a gimmick If Zach is on the track you know I'ma kill it See me in my swag they gon' try to steal it Make 100 bands when I write a lyric Love to all my fans, shout out to my critics. Yeah.
think we're living in a mad world. We're getting closer to disaster. The clock is ticking ever faster. So like a rocket, I'm a blaster. There ain't no ripples in my waves today. And all my tears are gonna fade away. And this is something that I wanna say. I'm on a mountain to the top. I'm climbing up and on my way, I'm screaming, hey! Break, got the shine, movement, business time. Fast pace in these fast times. We can chase life for chase times. Come full speed, I'm online. For all needs, we got the find. Top gear, we stay on grind. No fear, can't fall behind. I'm working on my frequency for all things to be. So what's the pocket? Check the dates. I'm stepping problems in my way. Ain't got the time for second place. Breaking records in the race. I see that look up on their face. They get hate. I think we're living in a mad world. We're getting closer to disaster. The clock is ticking ever faster. So like a rocket, I'm a blaster. There ain't no ripples in my waves today. And all my tears are gonna fade away. And this is something that I wanna say. What you gotta say, bro? I'm on a mountain to the top. I'm climbing up and on my way, I'm screaming, hey! I got no limits, so I'ma get it. I started in it, so I'ma finish. And I'ma live it till I diminish. And after winning, I need a minute now. Back to business, you rockin' with it. No cap is fitted, so clap committed. I've been committed to this. Still with a ring and it gets crazy how I started like this. Maybe I think we're living in a mad world. We're getting closer to disaster. The clock is ticking ever faster. So like a rocket, I'm a blaster. There ain't no ripples in my waves today. And all my tears are gonna fade away. And this is something that I wanna say. I'm on a mountain to the top, I'm climbing up. I'm with my team, I'm feeling great. We got the trophies in the case. We make the party scream and shout. We got the bottles popping out. I never been in the spark. I see the light in the dark. I learned to swim with the sharks. This kind of thing can't be taught. Now they don't teach that in school, brother. But it's necessary education, though.
feels too right. When I'm with you, every problem fades away. I can never run away. No. When I'm with you, I put everything away. Just every one more day. When I'm with you. get in your head. Ain't no sense.
Hello, and welcome back to the Battle for Scotland 2024 Grand Finals of Rocket League. We have just had a couple of games that have been really intense. Is probably the only word that I can use to describe it. I'm Angus. I'm joined by my fellow caster, Joe. And Joe, describe the games that we've just seen, because they have been nothing but spectacular.
Absolutely nothing but spectacular, as you said. They have been pulling their A game so far. The first match, it was so much better when it comes to DNA, but then GCU managed to come back to the series. From the second match, we could see that they have improved a lot when it comes to their kickoffs. They managed to find the goals, but in the second match as well, it was not enough. In third match already, they have found what they worked, and they have been working with it really well, not overcommitting, not going double committing as well, because they have been doing that for a bit. Are back.
Oh.
We replayed.
Yeah, it's going to be replayed. Brilliant. So, we are just bringing it back to the score that it was. There we go, GCU with their one goal that they had. Yeah, so, if you didn't join us before the break, we had Dundee and Angus take 2 games, GCU take a third, and a fourth match where Kenzo had a lovely shortage of Wi-Fi. His internet just went kaput, and that saw GCU take that in the 3v2, which you would expect. However, we have a match replay on our hands. GCU have been given the goal that they scored before that power outage, that internet went down. Now, we're back to normality. Joe, kick us off.
Absolutely, they are looking very comfortable. GCU again with their kickoffs, they have been doing amazing job with that. Kerr's not trying to push, but that's not going to work the best. He misses the ball, but someone was there to clear it. Sabi now just behind Look, and Look just saw it, tried to go for the 50. He got it. Now Mers is still pushing on it, but Kendo is there. Kendo is there to stop that ball, to try to take it away from the corner. And again, I've said it before the match started, they are doing way too many double commitments. They have just done that and were almost punished for it. GCU need to understand that they can't be doing that for as much as they have been doing. They were left in a corner with basically no boost and being 2 people down. Oh, Mers managed to clear that, but will they clear that? Oh my god, off of the post and on the ground, but not going to be in. Kendo now trying to push. Kendo gets demoed. Sabi just pushes it away for a quick second as Luke fails to touch it and then takes the ball to the other side of the blue.
Yeah, we are still 1 goal up to GCU, but can they make that 2 with the pass down to Luke from Code? There we are. We kick us off with another goal in favor of GCU. Mars to Code, Code to Luke, and Luke to the back of Dundee and Angus's net, because that ball is there. 2-0 for GCU. Can DNA do anything about it? Are they going to come back? Or is that going to be the match equalizer? Is that going to be the goal that sets Dundee and Angus on equal footing with GCU? Because GCU, they do not want second place again. They are aiming for first. They want to break the curse of second, and it looks like they're doing anything they can to make that happen. Murs looking to pass down to Luke. The ball finds itself in front of that orange net. It doesn't find itself in the back, however. Now Subi, plenty of boost to work with, doesn't quite get the flip off the ball there, but Luke will be there to send this ball hurling towards that orange half. Kendall doesn't quite get a touch that he wants, but Subi will. Sends it over to the hands of Code. He's going to send that sky high, met with Kurz, and Kendall with the bump. But Subi has been targeted by Luke for that demo. That leaves the goal open, but Luke with a pinch, a little bit too strong. Murs can't quite get the finisher, and now DNA, they have a good chance. Subi leaves it to Kiers. Kiers is not going to be able to quite get the touch he wanted, as Luke is there. The bump onto Luke from Kendo. Kendo can't quite do anything, and right now GCU still hold on to this game with a 2-goal lead.
Kurz beautifully tried clearing it up. but it's still going towards DNA's net. They are not looking to be the fan of it. Code trying to push, but he is going to be a little bit short, but Mers is just there to defend in the middle to try to push for it, but Kendo was there to defend, not let anyone go through any longer. Subi now went for it, but that was a bad situation. The GCU is just looking to push, but Kendo now taking it to the Blues corner, but there's no one to try to go for it. Subi try to go for it, goes between Code and Hall, and Code is now going to try to end this, but he will not be able to. Curse now pushing. Subi didn't manage to get that. Mers was just there in the right time, right position. Code they are still keeping the pressure on Dundee and Angus. Don't think that they are going to like that. Kendo trying to take that ball away. Curse not getting the touch that he was hoping for, but Subi just trying to pass, and Kendo again with really unprecise angle there and not being able to touch the ball. It could backfire. It could go bad for DNA.
Yeah, 50 seconds on the clock, DNA. They really need something now. Kendo with a pass to Kurz. It's going to hit the crossbar. Subi is up, and it's under the post. The first goal for Dundee and Angus. Beautiful team play between all three players. Kendo to Kurz. Kurz to the backboard, and Subi slots it under. That team captain with the finishing touch. Now 40 seconds left is all that stands between GCU and their match point. Can Dundee and Angus do anything about it? They are in golden goal territory to bring us to that overtime. Kenzo sends the ball up high, but no one from DNA is there. They're met by Mers, almost met by Luke, who tries to send that into the back of their net. 25 seconds, time is not on their side, but you know who is? Kurz with that ball hurling towards that net. Mers with the save, however, is going to keep it out that little bit longer. Kurz is still in that territory, looking to keep the aggression on. Subi with the ball sends it hurling towards that blue net. It is not going to find its way in, and we need to keep the ball up if we are Dundee and Angus, but Mers looks to be the guy to say no. We want match point. We want to have that equaliser in Glasgow. They have it all right. They brought their A game and they have their match equaliser. We are at an equal series.
Absolutely, we are getting that fourth match in. The second goal, that was such a perfect team coordination. They executed it really well, but DNA responded in almost such a similar way. They have been doing amazing. Kendo has been missing shots a little bit. Hopefully his confidence is not being brought down by his Wi-Fi going out, and hopefully they are going to be able to bounce back, take the fifth, because you absolutely you can't let GCU take it away from you after being 2-0. You can't let them now to go to 2-3. It's going to be destructible. Mers is just going to know that he's much closer to winning than last year.
Yeah, I mean, Mers has that fight in him. He wants that first place and he is gunning for it. Now we just need to see what DNA do, how they claw back. Like you said, they had that 2-match lead and they've let it get to an equalizer. Now it's time for GCU and DNA to battle it out yet again on equal footing as we kick off into the 5th match of our best of 9 final. Kurz is going to be the one to kick us off with a good kickoff for DNA. Over to Subi, over to Kurz again. Can't quite get that shot placement on that blue net. Kendo with a bit of a missed touch, not the touch he wanted. Isn't going to do much on that ball, but you know who is? Subi, as he sends it over to that blue net into the hands of Mers with an easy save. Luke sends that down to Code, and now GCU can start something of their own. Kendo with that demo though, he's gonna say no. I don't want you to have that chance to put this on net. It's our time to shine. DNA, we are going to fight back.
Absolutely, and they do need to fight back. You can't just let GCU outsmart you in every position, outsmart you in every play. Just bring that to 3 in a row. Curse just getting that demo on Mers, it could have been lethal, knowing that Mers is the, in my opinion, the best player on GCU's squad, and he has been doing everything in his power to get this match going. Code is going to push it away, and Mers now trying to go for it without boost. It could be bad now for DNA, but they are there to clear it. Curse just able to clear it now with 14 boost left. He has to find 100, but that is not going to do it. Look is going to score that for GCU and going to make it 1-0 after a minute and a half.
Yep, look, with the first goal of game number 5, with a pass from Moist Murray as well. That's going to be GCU's first. DNA still yet to find one of their own. 3 minutes 30 left on the clock. Code picks up the 100 boost, and that kickoff is going to go swimmingly for GCU. Look, cannot quite find the end of that ball, but it's all good. Kers with the ball, sends it flying high, looks for that bump onto that third man from GCU. Isn't going to quite find it, but instead the ball's going to find itself in the hands of Murs, who passes that into the air, into the hands of Kenzo. Tries to get that on target. It's not going to quite get there as of now, but GCU, they're looking strong. You know, look, and Code finally look like they have that team synergy that we were longing for at the start of this finals. So we need to see DNA do the exact same thing. Kurz, Subi, and Kendall, they need a bit more team synergy. There's a lot of really good solo plays happening, but let's get more team plays. Kenzo saves that one by the skin of his teeth. He keeps it alive for now, but Subi can't quite do the same as Murs slots it underneath him, and there's the second for GCU.
Absolutely beautiful play by Mers, pushing it down. Subi thought he's gonna go up, but Mers saw him in time and was like, I am going to go the other way. As you've said, DNA do need to work on that team communication. Subi was left alone to defend against two players of GCU. He was not looking happy with that. Two people trying to rotate for boost, no one able to defend. Subi didn't even have full boost. He was on less than half of a tank, and he was supposed to defend that, but couldn't work the best for him now. Still, Mers is looking to push. Mers is just absolutely everywhere this game. He's just going around them. He's in front of them. He's under them, and Kurz finds that one. There's still 2 minutes and 7 seconds left of this match. They are going to look to equalize it, if not trying to win this match.
Kurz with that first opening goal for Dundee. Angus puts the hope alive in the eyes of DNA, and now they need one more to get the equalizer. Kendall sends it hurling towards that blue net, but cannot quite make that into an attack on the net right now. But Kurz still there, plenty of boost. He's going to be able to get a touch. He is, sends it hurling towards the net. It's not quite on target, so GC, they don't have to worry. But what we need to worry about is what it does with this ball. Sends it over to Cold, and that finds itself in the Dundee and Angus net. GCU, they don't have to play ever so cautiously, because now they have a 2-goal deficit. They have 2 goals ahead of them. 1 minute 42 on the clock. Can DNA bring it back? It's not looking like that's the case, because they're falling apart at the seams.
Absolutely. It again really sad for Kendo. He tried to rotate, tried to grab that boost, but it almost immediately backfired. As soon as he left there, the net was empty and there was no one left to defend. They were trying to get there, but couldn't get in time. Didn't have the boost, didn't have the players on there. Two were trying to rotate back, and it just worked out very good for GCU, being able to get that off of the post and then have the second player just there. And Mers is just going for it, but Sabi is going to be able to defend that. Now he has no boost, he has to be careful, can't be caught off guard. He's still with 0 boost, trying to go around, trying to collect some boost, but not looking the best. He's still on an empty tank. He needs to find something, but he doesn't seem to find any boost. Now he does. They are still, Code is pushing. They have all 3 players on the orange side, and Could it be something that could go wrong for the GCU? Doesn't seem that way. Kurz misses that ball. He tried to go off of the ceiling, trying to score that, but didn't work the best. And Kendo has to push. They have to find a goal right now. Otherwise, don't think you can come back to this series. At least to this match.
Yeah, they need it. They need that goal, and Kendo almost finds it. About 10 seconds on the clock. They need it now. Subi keeps the goal alive. Kendo, he has an open net. 6 seconds left, Joe. That's all that there is between DNA's chances of bringing us to overtime and GCU's chances of taking the lead of this series for their first time. 6 crucial seconds, but we know GCU's kickoffs, they've been slightly more favorable. DNA, they need one of their own. The ball is sent high over to Subi, keeps the ball alive. Murs is gonna keep that out of their net. Murs can't quite make a touch. Kendo can't make the touch he wants to, and that's sent down into the hands of the floor, and Glasgow, they will have that.
They will find what they were looking for. They were trying to go for it. They knew they had their confidence, even when it was looking like DNA could go for it. It looked like they are finally back with the confidence that they are having. With 2 minutes left, they managed to score, and it looked like, okay, maybe we can actually go for it. But then GCU was like, we are not going to let you have any free space. We are not going to let you have any free shots. We can't just let you score. We can't let you just go do whatever you want. It's the grand finals after all.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly it. GCU now, if you are part GCU, must be sitting there really ecstatic. You know, you've clawed yourself back from the 2 games that you lost, and you are in the lead of the finals. You are closer to that grand prize of being Scotland's best Rocket League team. And you know, last year they had 2nd place. They were absolutely thrashed by the Glasgow Grizzlies last year. They were 2nd in Battle for Glasgow this year as well. 2nd place is their home, but they're looking to settle into 1st for the first time in a long while. Are DNA going to be able to stop that? Or GCU finally going to break the curse? Well, it looks like GCU are kicking us off with another strong kickoff as Mars sends that Erling towards Luke. Tries to get that onto the orange net. Not going to be the case. GCU, they're coming in strong, and Dundee and Angus now, they just need to pick themselves up. Start working more together as a team, which is what Kurz is trying to do. Tries to find the pass to Subi, doesn't even need to. The solo play, absolutely beautiful. The ankles of that GCU player, they're broken. Kurz absolutely passes it past Luke, passes it past Murs, and scores a beautiful solo play for DNA. That's going in the highlight reel. That is clipped, mods. Get that clip. That is beautiful. And D and A, they have kicked us off strong.
That was absolutely beautiful, and they are going to make it to Kurz with a quick shot after that kickoff. They are just punishing GCU for their mistakes. The Murs, he was caught a little bit off guard 2 times in a row. His confidence may fall down just a little bit, but knowing what kind of a player he is, he's going to get back into this. He will try his best look now with the ball, but he's just not being able to go for that. Code trying to shoot, but Subi is going to be there to just deflect that shot toward the corner, grab that boost, try to go with that flip reset. Couldn't work the best as someone from GCU was just there to close you off. Now look, trying to push. If he didn't hit that ball, Kendo would have an open shot towards your goal, and you don't want to have that. Not being 2-0 down, you don't want to let DNA have any more shots than they already had.
2 shots, and both of them have went in. DNA, they look like they've woken up. They're not taking GCU's lead of the finals that easily. They want to have control of the final. Kendall with a shot, but is going to be saved by Luke Kurz, the man the myth, the legend, he's up, gets a touch, but he keeps it in the same spot. Subi as well. Only one player back with full boost, and that's Kendo. He gets the touch that he needs to, and Subi is able to turn on that ball beautifully, keeps it alive in this blue half. The possession from Dundee and Angus is strong. Now, can they do anything with it? Can they convert this to a goal? Kenzo off of that sides wall, looking to find someone in front of the blue net, but no one is there. Instead, it's going to be Luke who sends that hurling towards that orange net. Kers, he can't get a touch, and Code slots it in, and there's the first for GCU.
Absolutely great team play. Mers is back now. Like, that's the Mers that we have been seeing for the last 3 matches, pushing, getting every ball that you go for, try to outsmart your opponents, and now you're actually doing that once more. Will he be able to continue with that, or is it just a one-time deal in this match? That's what we are going to look for. He grabs that boost right in front, but Sabi just flies in there. Perfect pass by Kers. Mers couldn't clear it up in time. He tried to go for it, but Sabi was just above him, just the slightest, and that slightest mattered the most right now. 3-1 for Dundee and Angus.
3-1 for DNA. You said it, Joe. Is it going to stay like that, or can Mars have something to say about it? Kendall gets a soft touch, but it's still in front of that net. Kers has to make a save, which he does. Not a lot of us to work with, but the pinch of Subi sends it flying down into that field. Can Kendall do anything with it? He can't. Subi's the last man back. He can't quite go for anything yet. Instead, goes for a pass to Kenzo, intercepted by Luke, who is just going to time waste a little bit and be an absolute menace. He's like a wall at the moment that DNA cannot break through. Kendall tries to get a touch. He's not going to be able to. Neither is Subi going to be able to do anything off of that. Murs down to Luke. Kers has been taunted in the back of that net. But, you know, it's fine. It's out of that goal. It's nowhere near there. DNA, they can sit a little bit more comfortably. Maybe not now, as Subi is out of rotation. So is Kenzo, and Luke slots it into the net. And we are back to almost at equal footing for GCU. They have 1 goal away, and it's looking a lot more scarier if you are DNA.
Looky, and Code worked perfectly there as a team, as a duo. They are finding what they need, but Sabi is just there in front of both of them, off the ceiling shot, hitting that crossbar, but it's going to be in. Kendo is just going to fly in, seeing that what Sabi has done. He saw that it was open. Mers was out of there. He tried to go for the first shot, failed to touch that. Code was there as well, but couldn't get that touch. Now it's going to be 4-2 with minute and 40 left on the clock. The DNA, they just need to just play it slow, play it safe. You know you actually can lose. You can never be way too sure. Just try to keep that ball near your cars and not push too much, because it can get punished, and it is going to be punished right now. As said, GCU getting 1 back. It's 4-3 for DNA. Minute 14 to be played. Merge with that beautiful shot off of the wall in the right side of the goal when no one was.
You said it, Joe. You said that it could be punished, and it was. You know, that's Caster's curse for you. Welcome to it. We enjoy it. But DNA, like you said, they need to play it slow. They still have a goal, you know, ahead. They still have that lead, but now it is that little bit more scarier. Subi almost gets a touch there. Cannot quite get it. Kendall will send it in front of that blue net, and Subi will look to do the same. Cannot quite do that though, and Code is going to send that to Mars. GCU, their hopes are still alive to get that golden goal to send us to overtime, or even send us to match point. Subi over to Mars, who's going to collect that on top of his car. Kendall tries to do something with it, but the hitbox of that Merc that Mars is so commonly known for, you know, is going to be a menace. Luke tries to run circles around the players of DNA. It's not going to happen. Code takes his time. 100 boost to work with. Over Kendall, Subi has to get a touch, which he does. 20 seconds on the clock. GCU need to do something. Luke looks for Mars to send that into the back of the net. Not going to find its way there, but we are still in this orange half. DNA, they need to make a touch, and they need to make it quick. There we are. Subi Down to Code, over to Kers, it's off of the sidewall, onto the floor, and DNA sink it into that floor. And we have an equal final once again, Joe.
Absolutely beautiful from DNA right here. They knew that they have the lead. They knew that they need to not risk. And that's what they did in the last minute. Tried to play it safe after conceding the third goal, knowing that it's only one goal of a difference. They had to slow down. They had to play safe. And that's what they were doing. Again, GCU is making those mistakes of double committing. At one point they were triple committing. They were 3v1 against Subi and they didn't manage to score that, but the action after, which you don't really want to have. You want to end it as soon as possible, and just having 3 against 1 keeper, you can't just not score that. You have to be absolutely sure where you want to go, work with your teammates, and get that goal in and get closer to your ending, to that score. Try to just go and either equalize the match or try to win it in overtime.
Yeah, exactly that. GCU, they are doing a lot of double commits, and that ultimately is what led them to this equalizer. They clawed their way back, but now they've let it slip once again. What a final we're having, Joe. We are in for some crazy matches in this best of 9. Now, who is going to be that team that goes in the lead of this final? Again, no one knows. It could be GCU, it could be DNA. Both these teams are looking incredible. But what is looking great is GCU's kickoff. That's the one thing we've been talking about entirely this final. It's just how much more composed the kickoff is of GCU compared to DNA. And that has just been put on display for us to see in match number 7.
That's absolutely true. They knew what they needed to do. Kendo, with an unfortunate touch right there, he tried to stop the ball there, but 2 men from GCU were just pushing. They knew that they had to go for it, and it was what they were looking for. They managed to score that. I think that even Sabi, that was the last man standing in the squad there, he also got pushed away by Mers, while Code and Luke just looked to score as quickly as possible. That's exactly what they did. And Code now he's alone there. He is going to miss it, but they are going to be there. He has his teammates right on the right side of the map to score that. They knew where they were. Luke grabbed that boost and was like, I have to go for it. It's an easy goal and it's going to get us 2 points on the board. Amazing play from GCU. They have their confidence. They know exactly what they want to do and they are executing it perfectly.
Yep, but so is Kers from DNA. The pass from Subi over to Kers. I think that was just a little bit of an over rotation from Mers there on that 100%. Same with Code. And that's what's led us to DNA's first goal. Now, 3 minutes 59, anything's possible. You have plenty of time on the board, but don't get your hopes up too quickly. You know, if you are DNA, you are looking pretty hopeful at the minute, especially with a shot like that. Oh my, Subi slots that in. I believe it was Kers that tried to just, you know, get the little touch on it. Yeah, there he goes. Subi slots that in. Kers was trying to confirm it. He couldn't quite get the touch, but it's fine. Subi was able to slot that in to the net, and DNA have brought us to an equal game. And it is so unbelievably close, but not with Kers, who just keep popping off this man. He is always where you need him to be. He's always making these plays, and that's right under the post of GCU, and it's over the head of Luke. And GCU, they did have the lead of this game, and it's crumbled immediately.
As I've said it, as we've said it both, the caster curse is absolutely real. As soon as I said GCU is looking dominant, GCU is looking really good. Starting here, getting 2 points on that board. They just concede 3, but It's going to go in for GCU. They are going to equal this match again. Unfortunate rotation by DNA is what brought Mers an easy shot on the open net.
Yup, an easy shot for Mers there. Open net, over rotation from DNA. Brings us back to that equal footing that I keep coming back to. Honestly, this has felt like a game of ping pong. The ball has went one way, it has went another, and it just seems to be the common theme of tonight's finals. But only one of these teams will prevail and will be Scotland's best, and none of us can tell at the minute who it is going to be, and that just makes it that ever bit more exciting. Now, 2 minutes 50 on the clock, equal game. Who is going to prevail? Who is going to be the one in the lead? Well, Code is going to get there first over Kurz. That puts GCU into DNA territory. Luke looks to get into the back of that net. He can't quite, and Kurz comes in strong with that demo. Kendall tries to beat Luke, doesn't quite, but he gets the block, and that is all that he needs to do. Sends it into the hands of Subi. He can't quite get the touch that he wants, and Kurz is the only man back. Gets a touch. Can he make it another? Yes, he can. Gets the bump onto Luke as well. This is looking promising for DNA. Kendall is up. It's off to the sidewall. Can't hit it again, and it's going to go into the hands of Luke and Mers.
Absolutely beautiful teamwork from there, passing the ball towards one another. But if Mers was caught off guard, that could have gone in very easily. But Mers is just knowing what he has lost 2 times, and he's not looking to make it 3 in a row. That's why he's putting his best play on the board. Look and Code both going for it. Code managed to miss that ball, but Luke was just there in time to be able to get that ball clear. Now, will they be able to clear this? Subi tries to go off the backboard. Doesn't work the best. Gets the clear. Now, that's an unfortunate one from Kendo. Will Subi be able to clear it? Yes, he will. Kurz now is going to try to clear it. Code pushing so much, and Code did get the better of it, but now they have an open net. They have to secure it, and Subi will secure that. Absolutely
Subi.
beautiful work.
Oh, he secures it. What a word. Absolutely beautiful. It's an open net. Kurz got a touch on that as well. Doesn't count as his goal, but it doesn't matter. It counts as a goal for D and A. 4-3. We just had goal after goal after goal in this game, and demo as well. It's been such a demo heavy match for us here. A minute left on the clock. Are we going to see more goals, or is this going to be the final scoreboard? Well, Kurz looking to make that, a difference. Subi can't quite get another touch on it. Code sends it down into the hands of Morris, who plants that perfectly onto the hitbox of the Merc. Kendall sends it up. Kurz and Subi, a bit of a double commit. They don't have much boost in the tank to work with, but Code does. So does Kendall as he sends it hurling towards the back of the net. Not able to get a double touch off of it, but doesn't matter. The aggression is still there for DNA. They still have a lot of pressure on the net. Subi picks up the 100 boost. Can't quite do anything with it, so has to rotate off. Kendall, is it another Wi-Fi issue? It's not. He is still back. Subi over into the hands of Code. 23 seconds left on the clock, and that's 20 seconds between match point for DNA.
Absolutely scary there for a second when Kendo was just standing there, not moving. It did look like it's going to be another one of Wi-Fi issues, but thankfully it is not, and a second left is Code is trying to push. Look, almost got it in, but Subi will create, and Dundee will take that match. They will take the 4th match and be on that match point. They are going to be very happy being able to get back into this series after winning two matches. You fell down short for 3 next matches, and now you are looking overly confident. You know that you can do it. You are 1 game away from securing the grand final, from securing that win and being crowned as champion of Scotland.
Champion of Scotland, you are 1 game away. DNA, do not Give this up. Look at the goals that we saw scored there, Joe. Absolute cinema, absolute beauties from both Team GCU and DNA. What a heavy performance from both teams. But now, match point to D and A, Dundee and Angus College. They find themselves one game away. GCU, the team that sent DNA to the lower bracket where they had to fight off against University of Edinburgh to even claw back to the finals, they find themselves on match point of the finals against that team that put them there. Absolute just cinema. It's only something that can happen in such a game like Rocket League and in such a tournament like Battle for Scotland. Now, Neo Tokyo, the final map maybe that we could be seeing tonight, Joe. Are DNA going to do it, or GCU gonna bring us to another final game for this finale?
Well, they are looking phenomenal so far. They already scored not even 10 seconds into the match. They knew that they needed to demo there, and Kendo just worked that out perfectly, letting Sabi just score that, get them that one on the board, and make them one step closer to securing this match. It's going to be beautiful. GCU need to find a way to do a quick response. You can't let DNA push any longer, but that was unfortunate for Sabi as he was really close to that. Kendo now gets demoed. The one that was demoing gets demoed, and Curse just saves it off the goal line. That could have ended badly, but he was there in time. He's doing everything he can to keep this alive. Oh my god, they are doing everything. Sabi is just everywhere right now. He entered his god mode. He's just doing all he can to keep that ball away, and he is pushing again. He is not letting them breathe. He doesn't want GCU to be able to score any right now, and he's looking phenomenal doing it.
Subi and the rest of DNA are looking absolutely phenomenal. They have so much pressure on this GCU goal. Luke isn't going to be able to quite make the touch that he wants, but it's fine. It's over to Code. Kerr still keeps that ball alive. Gendo with the touch. Cannot quite find the goal. Subi has to make a touch here. He can't, but Kurz has to as well. Uses all of the boost left in his tank. He gets it over Luke as well. And Subi, like you said, that man, he's everywhere, and he's on the end of that ball once again. Kurz sends that ball up high in front of the GCU net. Kendo plays it safe. He knows that he can't quite go yet. Goes a little bit too late, and Code is over one, over two, over three, and Code with the equalizer. What an absolute beautiful solo play from him there over all three players of DNA, and he slots that in. GCU, they're not out of it yet, and they're here to put up a fight till the very end.
Absolutely beautiful play there. He took the ball, he knew what he can do, he has the skill for it, and he is showing it all. They know what they are fighting for, and if they concede more, they know that there are not more second chances, there are no more games to be played, because DNA will be crowned as champion of Scotland, and you want to stall that as much as possible. You want to win one more and then play the decider and try to win it all. Try to break that MERS curse of being second in the third final in a row. And they are looking really good. They are looking really confident, but Kendo now trying to go for that. He's trying to assist someone. Kurz is going to take that, but he has no boost, so Code and Luke are double pushing that. They are going to just try to double commit, try to get the ball out of there. That's what they did. Code is going to take that ball. He's going to take the boost as well. And now Sabi trying to rotate. He managed to grab that boost. Flip reset. It's going to come in. Luke tried to aim for the goal, but he was short on that angle. Now they are just everywhere. Kendo trying to shoot for it, hitting the crossbar. Is someone there to deflect that shot? No, there is not, but now it's going to be clear the way, going towards the orange net. Luke is going to go for it, but Kurz is just there to stop it. He's not letting anything enter his net right now. He knows what's on the line. He knows that he can't let them have those touches. They need to clear it as soon as possible, and that's exactly what they're doing right now.
Yep, exactly what DNA are doing, but that ball's hurling towards their net. Endo keeps it out over into the hands of Kurz, looking to get a touchdown to Subi, but he can't. Subi gets the touch. It keeps the ball out of the net. Kurz can't do anything. But can Kendo? He has 100 boosts. He needed to make a touch there. Subi, it's fine. He is there. That man that we know and we see so frequently on the ball. He's there yet again. Sends it over to that blue net. No one there from DNA able to make a play off of that. But it's fine. Kurz up on the wall. Not got a lot of boost to work with, but Subi already knows that. He's read him like a book. He had a touch there. 1 minute sets us between match point between both of these teams or match winners of Scotland. It's so unbelievably close. Joe Kurz keeps that ball into the blue half. Kendall gets up and he gets a block over into that left-hand side corner. Kurz keeps it alive once again. Subi, that man, he's up and it's under that post for GCU. The man, the team captain of DNA, the man so frequently on the ball. He's there once again. It slots its way under two GCU players and DNA are up with 39 seconds left. They could be the best in Scotland.
That is what's going to be really interesting. 35 seconds on the clock. Kurz is just going to just try to go for that, even though he knows he can't even be close to the blue goal. But you need to waste time here. You need to try actually either waste your time, because it's 18 seconds on the clock, or try to score and end it all right now. Kendo is looking to ending all, but is a little bit short. 10 seconds left on the clock. That Subi is going to secure that. That is going to be 3-1 with 8 seconds on the clock, and that seems like GCU will fall short for yet another title.
GCU! They have 8 seconds. They need 2 goals to keep it alive. Dundee and Angus College, they might just be the best in Scotland. 3, 2, 1. That's it. That's it. Joe D and A are the winners of Battle for Scotland 2024. What a game that we saw. Let's look at these replays because, oh my, was this beautiful. What a final game to have. Subi, that man was consistently on the end of the ball. He was always where he needed to be, and that is why D and A have won that so comfortably. GCU, they tried everything in their power to break the curse of second place, but they will sit comfortably once again at home that they call silver, and Dundee and Angus, they will be the winners of Battle for Scotland 2024. It's a game that we have seen that was incredible. The team that put them into the lowers, they find themselves victorious over. That's absolutely incredible. What a final that we have seen.
Absolutely beautiful. They were knocked from the upper bracket, find their way into that match. They went to the finals and they said the revenge is going to be ours. That's exactly what they did. Yeah, now you can be even more biased. They have won. You can enjoy this moment. You know that they are finally there, making their way into the finals from really interesting one knockdown, but they knew the skill that they have, they knew the potential that they have, and they had to use it, and that's exactly what they did. Mers, he is going to look through this, he's going to analyze everything, because that is yet another time that he has fallen short to be the champion of Scotland.
Number 2 must suck. It must be so horrible, but you know what? GCU, what an absolute fight that they put up there against Dundee and Angus. You know, they put up such a good fight. All of those players, Murs, Code, and Luke, absolute incredible players, and they almost reached that top step. But for now, they will sit once again at second place because Dundee and Angus College are the winners. Absolute beauty that we have just seen there. I wasn't biased whatsoever. There is no bias in my heart. What at all? None whatsoever. But I mean, absolute just congratulations to every single player on that field. They played their hearts out, and we even had a Wi-Fi shortage, and DNA, they still come back from it. Brilliant. It has been nothing but just excitement all night. It's been beautiful. But Joe, I believe that's it for us tonight. That is it for Battle for Scotland 2024. Your finalists, GCU and Dundee and Angus College, played absolutely beautifully, but Dundee and Angus College, they emerge victorious. They are Scotland's best in Rocket League. Absolute cinema. Thank you very, very much for joining us. I've been Lecky Spec. My caster, Joe Too Cool, has been alongside me as well. And we hope you guys have enjoyed us. Take care and have a good evening.
Goodbye.
When I look at the sun going down toward the sky, all I want is to be there, with a new state of mind, a place I never heard of. I will walk like a nomad. I've been stuck inside my house too long. Can't stand being all alone, wasting hours on my phone. Ready to go now, on my way. I won't let fear hold me back, it's here to stay. On my way, all of my dreams are now a step away. At the end of the world, there is something I can learn. Some good ideas will pop up with a new, different wind. I'm gonna let it take me to people that will trust me. I've been stuck inside my house too long. Can't stand being all alone, wasting hours on my phone. I'm ready to go now, on my way. I won't let fear hold me back, it's here to stay. On my way, all of my dreams are now a step away. So here I am, about to explore. I feel I must like never before. I'll take a chance on reaching my joy. My heart is full of hope, I'm on my way and I won't ever stop. So here I am, about to explore. I feel I must like never before. I'll take a chance on reaching my shore. My heart is full of hope, I'm on my way and I won't ever stop. Hey baby, all I want is to be loved by you. But you would never take me as I am, it's true. Such a